All right, guys. Well, thank you for your feedback that continues to come in. Also on Facebook, I want to read out Kevin Conde. You say, wow, I can't believe it. We, the young people, can still make it. Absolutely. That's true. And at this point, we want to shift gears just a little bit and talk about building healthy relationships with money. You know, a lot of us think about, when we talk about health and wellness, we only look at fitness, we look at our diets, but we don't actually, even our relationships, but we don't actually think about our finances and how we actually relate with money. It's actually a thing, you guys, and it's very important. And so joining me on the show, I have Linda Kiraide from Apex, or do you say Apex?
Apex Africa.
Apex Africa Capital. Again, group of schools, Amamali, you never know. But today we want to evaluate our relationships with money. Do you have a healthy or unhealthy relationship with money? Again, the SMS line is 22999. And also on our social media platforms, that's at Switch TV KE on Instagram and at Switch TV Kenya on Facebook and Twitter. So with that said, Linda, let's get started. What does it mean to say one has a healthy relationship with money?
Just like any other relationship that human beings have, it's about having a fulfilling and satisfying relationship with your money, where you understand your money, you plan for it, you know where it's coming from, you know where it's going, you know about the future, you have everything just worked out concerning your money. Yeah.
Okay, so planning for it, having a budget, I guess, setting aside time to really think about where you want to invest it and the like, right?
Yes.
Okay, so unfortunately, many people don't end up doing that, right?
Yeah.
Come and Saini, you've got end
Yes,
month.
yes.
What's from Minnesota? They're just counting the days.
Yeah.
Counting the days until they pata that ka SMS,
Yeah.
kama ni M-Pesa or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But even when then it comes, you find a lot of people, it just, as quickly as it comes, as quickly
As
it
goes.
exits.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are some of the most basic things that you would tell people as far as how to manage their money?
First of all, is to budget. And you cannot budget if you have not set yourself your own personal values as to what do you want to do with your money, what do you want to achieve with your money. So the first thing is to budget. So after you budget, you have to make sure you're very strict on your budget. Of course, if you walk around, you'll see something nice you like. You just have to behave yourself, really be strict on yourself, because you cannot go getting things that you have not budgeted for. So everything has to be within your budget. So you also have to have a timeline, like if I earn this money, how long do I want my money to last? Am I the kind of person who every month I spend everything and wait for the next month? Or do I have a plan for my money? I want my money to last me the next 1 year. You need to define these things, and all these fall on your values. That is, what do you want for yourself?
Okay.
Yes.
So what then would you say sort of like a professional in this space?
Yes.
What does a bad relationship with money look like? When you guys are sort of advising people or companies or whatnot, what are you trying to fix? What is the unhealthiness that most people face when it comes to money?
So if you're stressed about money, definitely you're having a bad relationship with money.
But aren't we all stressed about money all the time?
Everyone is stressed because we want to make more, we want to earn more, we want to live life large. But you could be so stressed about money. When you think about money, you want to go mad. It's never enough. So how you know you have a bad relationship with money? You're stressed over it. And if you find yourself saving without a goal, you know, you have money. Some people do have money, but they're still stressed over it. They have no goals. Or you find yourself investing in ventures where you're not making money, you're losing. Every time you invest somewhere, you're losing money. So those are signs that your relationship with money is not doing so well. Yeah.
You know, we once had a guest here. He's also a financial advisor, and he was saying that, because you've talked about savings, and he was saying how women are very great at saving.
Yeah.
Like, we can save a lot of money, but then we're not saving with a goal. And a lot of you financial people really save with a goal.
Yeah.
Why? If I'm saving, like, okay, what's so important about ensuring that like a specific goal is there, versus at least if I'm saving and I know I have something aside for a rainy day, why is it so important to save with a specific goal in mind?
It's just as a way of disciplining yourself. You could be putting aside money, but because you do not have a purpose for it, or the goal that you do not have a goal for it, if you see something you like, if someone tells you, give me 5K, you'll be very quick to give them because you do have spare cash, but you really do not know what you want to do with that money.
Okay.
So it is very important to really be specific. If I'm saving 1,000 bob every month, I need to know at the end of the year, what do I want to achieve with the 12,000 that I'll be having? Yes.
And I guess that's a fair point too, because even how we then keep that money, maybe there are better options as far as having the money that you've worked so hard for to gain interest or to be a bit more productive for you, right? Than just, I don't know, stuffing it under your mattress or keeping it in an account that doesn't earn you any interest. Okay, so let's talk about debt. A lot of people have had to use debt to finance, you know, one thing or another in their lives. And my question is it possible to live a debt-free life? Tuco-Kenya maze, it's like money is just, especially now with mobile money, you're finding that it's seeming so easy to just get money that you can't afford, maybe shouldn't even have. It's interesting how now with one of the telcos doing a way that, you know, when you pay a merchant you can almost copper, but now watu hawataki watumie mobile money juu wanajua itaenda kulipa their denis. Is it possible to live a debt-free life in this Kenya?
I don't think it's possible. I would not say it's possible unless you do not have plans for business, or you do not plan on investing, or maybe getting a house. Because debt is, the good thing with debt is it keeps you on your toes. Like if you owe someone, every day you wake up, you know, I owe someone some money. So if you have debt, it will help you to keep yourself on your toes. However, it is possible, maybe if you're funded by family or friends, you can stay off debt. But if you plan on having a business or getting a house, you will easily go the debt way. Given that also saving takes time, and we are human beings, we want quick things. So mostly you will go the debt way.
Hey, what is you guys' experience? You know, do you have a lot of debt? I mean, have you found that you've not been able to build what you needed without taking on some debt? Do share your experience. The SMS sign is 22999. You can also reach us on social media at Switch TV Kenya on Facebook. Joe Cartel on Facebook says, no, I personally don't get along with my money. It's never enough. Oh, gosh. Let's see if we have some SMSs I can read here very quickly. Linda, this is for you. How does one know if his relationship with money is healthy, and how do you make it healthy? So I think we kind of touched on that when you mentioned if you're constantly stressed about money, you probably don't have a good relationship with it. Okay, so to his question, it was as far as how to go about making it healthy. What are, say, the first 2 or 3 steps someone should be taking?
You need to plan. So plan for your money. Then know where your money is going. That is, you know everything surrounding your money. Then you need to purpose for that money. So do not spend just out of the blues. Do not do compulsive buying. So you need to know exactly where do I get my money from and where does it go. So basically, you need to be all open with yourself and with your money.
Right. Someone here says, hello Joyce, it's Daisy from Naivasha. I think spending is the thing. If you're only saving 5 bob, how will you use 1,000 bob? Very practical advice too, though, right? That the moment that your spending is overtaking your saving or your investments, then you're kind of in trouble there, right? That should be a definite sign that you have a very unhealthy relationship with money. Someone here says, I'm in a relationship where a man understands his money. If you asked him to go out, he will just give you money. Okay, well that kind of touches a bit on relationships, but maybe I don't think we're very clear on the question here, but maybe I can talk about, we can look at this in terms of relationships, right? So in-laws or your family members, your parents, when they're, you know, always mtoto wangu haujaniletea kitu, hey, imekuwa siku nyingi hujanitumia M-Pesa. How do you have a healthy relationship with money when you yourself are struggling, but the people you love, the people you care about are also making demands upon you for the very same money that you're really trying to hustle for? What would be your advice to someone like that?
So the first thing is to be honest about it. You need to let the people around you know how much you can afford. They also need to know that you also have your own needs that you need to fulfill. That is, if you have a family. So first, you would need to sort out your needs before you can start helping others. But also, you can also put it as part of your plan. When you're budgeting for your money, you can say, I'll send my parents this, I'll send my small sister this, so that at the end of the day, you do not feel like they're pressing so much on you and they're stressing you because you have not sent something. That is what you could do.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that you should live like you're broke. Do you think that's a good, I guess, in sort of trying to build that discipline, like just be frugal to the max? Is that a good way to go about it, or is that also unhealthy?
I would say it's a good way to go about it. The good thing with living like you're broke is you get to really hustle. Because when you're broke, you start thinking, where do I get money from? So if you have that mentality, you will literally do anything to earn an extra coin.
Yeah.
And you will keep your recurrent expenditure modest. You will not live in a very expensive house. You will not get very expensive things. You'll not be going out just splashing money all the time.
Yeah.
And the good thing with that also, you get to be patient, and you accept that you need to accumulate.
Yeah.
So that when you have more than enough, now you can just flash it out and live large and be happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I want to throw in my 2 cents on this topic as well. I think just to say that I think, you know, the ends don't justify the means. And as much as all of us are really trying to hustle and do our best to get whatever we want, I think the moment you start obsessing about money, you make it your idol.
Yeah.
And then you're willing to do anything, good or bad, to get it. And that is a point that, for me, I would say you need to check yourself, because that is a very unhealthy relationship with money.
Yeah.
Right? And so, you know, that's why the Bible says that money is the root of all evil, because all of a sudden all you're is just greedy.
Yes.
You just want to take.
Yeah.
And so, you know, as you go out and as you aspire to have greater things and have a greater life, be sure that you're doing it in a positive and a healthy way, as we've been trying to emphasize here on the show. So Linda, thank you so much for joining us today and for your company here on Full Circle with Joyce. With that said, we're going to take a short break right now, and as we get to the top of the hour, and here is David Wonder taking us there. I'll be back in just a bit to wrap up.